Hi, I'm Amy. I'm the head of design at Cedar. My program focuses on user research and product design. At Cedar, we practice human-centered design, so we want to make sure that the user is at the center of all the things we do. One thing we do is that we'll do these deep dive research projects, and that's when we have a really big question. So we'll take a step back and we'll just go talk to users. We also, once we launch designs, we're monitoring the feedback. We look at our customer satisfaction scores and the feedback, and we read those monthly. I think that gives us great insight into what people actually think about what we've actually launched. So kind of throughout the life cycle of design at Cedar, we're always focused on patients and making sure they're core to our decision making. When we're talking to users, we hear people don't trust healthcare, right? So they trust Dr. Google more like this. So they don't want to be investing and actually paying for a healthcare plan because they think healthcare is broken. How can we provide digital tools that meets people where they are, makes them feel comfortable, and lets them make decisions and empowers them and kind of teaches them about what their options are? The revenue cycle management function, it's basically a big balance sheet. So as a finance person, you want to make sense of that balance sheet. I think when you actually think about the human side of that, you have a million different unique users with unique bills and unique problems. And that's really, really hard to manage. I think if we understand the user and what they need, we can put them on the right path and automate that. So someone might need a payment plan or someone might need a discount. And so it's not just one-stop shop, right? Like it can't just be that everyone has a credit card with an unlimited balance and they can swipe and pay their medical bill. People need different things, and that may also change over time. Because someone paid in full today doesn't mean that tomorrow they can. I think our product does the same thing, is that we try to understand the person and their circumstances and then provide them options. Our job, kind of especially the design team, and focusing on users and patients, is to understand how to get people to resolution. Technology's evolved to really help revenue cycle managers. So a lot of their time and focus right now is on manual tasks. If revenue cycle managers can automate all of those manual processes that take so much time and energy, then they can really elevate their function and really focus on the patient experience. Accessibility and inclusivity is really important. I think oftentimes when people hear about it and you talk about the standards will talk about, making sure that you consider color blindness or certain reading levels to make sure that you're designing for people with different cognitive abilities. But more than that, concentrating on accessibility and inclusivity actually means that you're just designing a more usable and better experience. The other thing that I would recommend is really focusing on empathy. Make sure that you're actually talking to your patients as humans and that you're not just trying to transact with them, because people can feel that. I think the other thing that's good to look at when you're investing in technology is making sure that you have a mobile solution. We know that consumers do a lot on their mobile phones. They order their groceries, they pay their other bills, they're on social media. So a mobile-first strategy is really key to actually being able to engage with your users in a thoughtful way. I think the interesting part about users is they're constantly changing. So, the way our users were before COVID-19 is much different than after COVID-19. So continually to focus on user research and constantly getting to know your users and where they are and what their problems are helps us adjust our product to make sure it's meeting people where they are.